Hello Blitz fans of all ages, it's me, PlumCastle, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at something that I've never actually seen in World of Tanks Blitz, and that is a long-term event for the game, which is actually pretty cool. Now without any further ado, let's go ahead and just click on this little event thing so you can see what's going on. As you can see, this event is, well, Season 1, but is of the Retrotopia event series, I guess, so basically, what this is it'll go for 3 months, hence the reason this is a long-term event. You can see in the top 87, really more like 88 days, which is a very long time for an event. And you'll notice that it says Season 1, so we may even be able to potentially have other seasons, maybe like a Season 2, where there's going to be different items. But that's me getting ahead of myself a little bit here, so let me go ahead and just show you what's in this event. Now, of course, a lot of events usually are very cluttered with like little things like boosters, yada yada yada, the things we're used to seeing. Not this event, because this event is strictly for tanks. Not only that, it's for tanks and their parts, so it's almost sort of like a collector tank tech tree, if that makes sense, because as you can see from the bottom, we have a tier 7, I believe that's Magnate. If that is not pronounced Magnate, I am very much confused. This one right here is Fixer, which is a tier 8, and if we come up, and this is the tier 9, which is the Regressor. No tier 10, but I mean, hey, so tier 7 to tier 9 is pretty cool, and of course all of these are collector tanks, and I will take a look at those in a little bit. Now, the thing that makes this event so interesting is not specifically that this event is only for tanks, but also that it's for different modules, because if we're, you know what, let me just back out real quick. I'm going to show you a tech tree. This is what a tech tree looks like. I'm sure some of you have probably seen this and maybe even poked around a little bit in here, but the general idea is that you have a free tech tree tank that you then unlock different modules for over time. But that is something that's generally specific to tech tree tanks. By and large, when you buy a premium tank or a collector tank or earn it, that's it. You just earn the tank and it is totally upgraded. Not with this event. You can see that there are actually quite a few modules that you can unlock for these tanks, which adds a very interesting thing here, and it makes it very cool. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you these tanks. So first, let's start with the Magnate. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. You can see they're very much like a futuristic something. I don't know. It's a very unique style, and honestly, I actually kind of like the look of these tanks. I mean, yes, it is a little, might stick out like a sore thumb on the battlefield, but it is fairly interesting, and I do like that little shimmer for the gold. And that of course, is the Magnate. Now let's go ahead and look at the Fixer. And this tank looks like, to me, like it's, looks kind of similar to a Pershing almost. But either way, this one's a slightly different style. Looks a little bit more, I don't know, maybe it's not steampunk, but it's definitely a rougher version of what we saw before. And that, of course, is the tier 8, and if we come up to the tier 9, we can take a look at that. And what we can see here is, well, actually, that looks even rougher. In fact, you can see wires coming out of the top of the tank. This one definitely looks the roughest, and this definitely looks like some sort of, what it looks like to me is some sort of, what are they, prototypes or something like that. But yeah, it looks fairly interesting. In fact, I can actually find the name of this tank if we come over to the tech tree, and that would be European. And it looks something like a... okay, there we go. A TP, a 50 TP. It looks like the tier 950 TP, kind of like this one here. Yeah, very clearly looks pretty much the same thing. But of course, this new version is something completely unique. And of course, it's going to have some unique stats. I would kind of dive into the stats, but unfortunately, it's kind of hard to calculate based on all these different modules. But anyway, that's enough of the event itself. Let me explain how you progress through this. Basically, the way that this works is you have to get these things called Kitcoins, which I believe are some sort of cryptocurrency in real life. But basically, you just you earn this fake currency in the game, and then you unlock at different levels. Like, for example, the Magnate is 3,720 Kitcoins, which I'll explain how to get those in a second. And of course, the module's an extra some odds. Let's see, this sum total to get these two parts would be about 3,900 This goes to 4,000 some odd, and it generally increases with the tanks, I believe, being, for the most part, the most expensive. And by the way, if you're curious and you want to know how much it's going to be to get to the very end of this event, that is 78,000, which thank goodness Wargaming gave us 3 months to do this, because that sounds like it's going to be a bit of a grind. So now that we know how to progress through the event, let's go ahead and take a look at how to get these kit coins in the first place. So if we take a look here, you can see that you get them from the Battle Pass, and very nice. It's actually both in free Battle Pass and the paid for Battle Pass. So if you do pay for it, you'll of course get more, but even for free, you do get a handful of them, which is really cool. Events and quests, so general things like, in fact, I think that might even be referring just to your normal daily personal missions, perhaps. Not entirely sure, but even if not, it does sound like they're going to be different options for getting these in, again, events and quests. Bonus for store purchases. I don't know if these are available yet, but you can theoretically get these in certain store bundles, which is, of course, really cool. If you already like to spend money in the game anyway, to get a few more of these currencies is going to be pretty cool. Weekly rewards for clan missions. I will show this in a second, because I can show you how. If you can't see it, I will show you how to. Rating battles in Silver League or higher, which is honestly pretty nice of a window. It's the majority of players are in Silver or higher by and large. But even if you aren't, there's of course other ways to get kit coins. But if you're in Silver League or higher, you can get a maximum of what appears to be 500 of these. Tournaments also, you can get a 500. I don't know how many you get per tournament, but hey, they're in tournaments, so if you like playing those, that's really cool. Now, coming back to this clan mission. So if you're like me and you wanted to go and look at your clan missions, now I kind of already know what I'm looking for here, but it might not be very clear where you're supposed to be gaining these. You might even look in leaderboards and not really find anything. The trick here is to actually find these. You'll notice that at your normal weekly rewards at the top here, if you click on them, because you can see there's this little square that indicates there's something else there. If you click on it, you can see you get not only credits, but you do get these kit coins. So you see, it's 32, and I'm assuming that's another 32, 32, 32. I'm just going to go through all of these to verify. 32, 32, 32, and 32. So that is 32 times, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 320 of these kit coins per week, which is actually very cool. Which, if I come back and look here, so it's in here somewhere. Okay, weekly, yeah. Max per week is 320. I literally should have just read this. But yeah, 320 a week, provided you're getting all of your missions done, plus any rating battles that go all the way up to 500 kit coins. Tournaments, again, with a max of 500. And then the battle pass, and assuming if you have the paid for battle pass, that's just shy of 4,000, which is pretty cool. Plus different events, quests, store bonuses, that kind of thing. It is very clear to me that Wargaming is definitely going to try to make this a very nice long-term event that you kind of grind over time, which is something that I believe the community has actually been asking for quite a long while, and it is nice that it is finally implemented. And one last thing that I actually forgot to record while making the video is that you can actually get these kit coins another way. If you come into the garage here and you click on this little icon here, you might be greeted with something different. That's okay. You can just hit one of these next or back buttons. But this is what I'm talking about here, the Retrotopia quest. This is the thing that they were talking about earlier. You can see after 15 wins, you get 260 of these kit coins. And again, I'm assuming that they'll probably sprinkle these throughout the 3 months. But just wanted to add that because I kind of forgot to do that in my initial recording. But anyway, that's all I have for now with this video. And so with that, I hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, have fun, good luck, and happy tanking.